With Age of War comes some great changes. Some good, some interesting, some very questionable. Yellow Lotus potions is one of those questionable choices because I, again, am like, for what? But there's been a massive change to how you mind wipe. Yay, I get to make another mind wipe video. But it's good for y'all because you'll get to know anyway. So say you've messed up your points and you're not in single player, you can't just reset your attributes because you're not in God mode, but awesomely they didn't bother fixing the rare chance of when you eat a mind wipe potion or reset your attributes, you may end up with 59 points and have to recreate your character. Good. We love that they didn't fix that. It's excellent because I happen to be one of the people who got blessed with now 59 points, and that's just super fun for filming videos, and I cannot be bothered recreating this character and not having all my placeables and things. But I digress slightly. So you've messed up and you want to mind wipe, and you're used to getting a couple of Lotus on your little new beach run and just being able to do that to reset them. Well, no longer. You also no longer have to run to this guy over by the den and learn Midnight Alchemy, and I'll show you why. The feat is now just unlocked and you can find the bestial memory wipes and the natural learnings, which isn't too bad if you happen to have some access to orbs and stuff, because Yellow Lotus literally only cost Lotus, and it was a little bit more expensive in a shooter cauldron. But Yellow Lotus potions now just give you a stamina food buff of 10. It replaces the food that you have eaten, not a potion, and you'll need to individually wipe these guys using this stuff. Unless you talk to the hyena, you won't get potions of midnight and won't be able to go to Jhebbal Sag's little grove and things, so that's really the only reason to go talk to him now, which is pretty handy to have if you want fast travels to Seppumaru and things. But you don't need it for the mind wipes anymore, which, yeah. There's easy flasks you can get in Seppumaru for some silver, and a lot of thralls drop them in their pockets, especially around like Sinner's Refuge and these easy thrall places, and you can either use an alchemist to fill them up, or you can just click on them in a puddle of water and fill them up. You can put human flesh in a squisher to get blood. If you've been opening Zath bags, you might have some animal carcasses that you can put in a squisher that you will also get blood from. If you get lots of legs and arms, you can put them in a grinder and get some blood and bone meal from them as well. That's not too hard to come by, and neither is the bone meal. You can always kill yourself and hack yourself up and hope to get a bunch of legs and things, put them in a grinder. Even though both grinders and squishers are quite expensive compared to just making an early game cauldron, so that's also a thing now. So you want to be quite careful with how you distribute your beginning points, especially if you rely on mind wiping quite a lot. I usually tend to make up a whole bunch of bestial and natural learning potions anyway and just put them in my fridge for like eating on command. They don't have the longest timer, but let's spawn them in. They still have a 2-minute timer. The Lotus now has an hour timer. Eating it is going to give me a stamina food buff. You see when I eat my lasting feast, it is replaced with a carrying food buff. Can eat my potion of memory. Reset my attributes, only have 9 points. So these learned. Natural learning will unlearn all of that, which was most of the time what people used anyway, but early game it was really handy to be able to have the Lotus potion, which again now just gives you a stamina buff that's not even that fantastic, and your little light will float away. Nice all. But pop them in a fridge with some ice and they'll stay forever, so that's okay. They don't take a huge amount of time to craft. I do have turned up crafting time for the sake of single player. I don't even have them learnt, just unlearnt things. It's learnt in the first one. So click on that, click on that. So once you've learnt the first cauldron, you will in fact be able to make them, which is handy, I guess. It's not even a cauldron that you make them in anymore. You just have to learn the cauldron, but you actually make them in the alchemist bench. Since that bizarre update where they decided we needed 74 more benches than the ones we already had, we used to just craft everything in a cauldron without an alchemist bench, but Funcom will be Funcoming. Yeah, that was a pretty drastic change that they've made, and I don't want people to like get caught off guard, so I thought I'd make this little guide on how to now mind wipe. And it's quite different to before, and I'm gonna have to basically disregard my other video, so whoops. Yeah, if you found this information informative, do smash that like button and consider subscribing if you're not already. It means a bunch at this like 3,000. Awesome, thank you guys, and until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, or whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Don't mess up your stat points and try to not have to mind wipe early games. Yeah, have a good one. Bye.